we've been in the East, and we can't play this game without thinking about the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, in our
yes,
city.
we could.
I mean, we could, but that wouldn't be right for us, okay? Bobby outlined the Lakers, projecting them to 43 wins and in that 7 through 10 play-in range. Bobby's concerns were buy-in from the veterans, which I think they sort of improved on. If AD can get back to an all-NBA level, and that's largely determined on health, and that it's a guard-heavy roster with 11 expiring deals. Herb, what do you think about LA?
Yeah. That's too low and it's disrespectful. The Lakers are going to be in the playoffs this year. And one of the main reasons I'm saying that is because of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis this season is going to remind the world of who the hell he is. And this is why I have him picked as my MVP front runner right now, MVP winner, early prediction. Because I believe Anthony Davis is going to show why his name should be mentioned in the conversation with Giannis Antetokounmpo again.
Shut the fuck up!
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex, and with Media Day concluding and teams starting to play their preseason games, I thought it's about time to dive into a couple of teams that I have some thoughts on. One of these teams is the LA Lakers, and what really makes me want to talk about them is the people not just at ESPN like Kendrick Perkins, but also some on NBA Twitter predicting that the Lakers will figure it out this season. The reason why this interests me is because I honestly can't see the logic behind it. Let's start off quickly explaining what happened last season because I think it's important to realize what got the Lakers to where they are today. The Lakers came into last season with huge expectations because of an off-season trade that saw them acquire Russell Westbrook by trading Kyle Kuzma, KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and a first-round pick. The new Big Three was then surrounded by aging vets like Carmelo Anthony, Trevor Ariza, Kent Bazemore, Dwight Howard, and Avery Bradley. They also were able to sign a young player still yet to find his footing in the league in Malik Monk and Kendrick Nunn, who didn't end up playing all season because of an injury. Despite the lackluster supporting cast around the Big Three, the expectation was that the Lakers would be a formidable team in the West, even if it took a while for them to mesh, and this was because of the new Big Three that they had. Throughout the season, many things were apparent. The Lakers were awful defensively, even with Anthony Davis in the paint. There were no shooters to surround the Big Three, and injuries to their Big Three were constant. During the season, they were also signing free agents in Wayne Gabriel and Stanley Johnson in hope that they could actually help turn around the season, but it just never happened. The Lakers were left out of championship favorite conversations, but they turned into playoff hopefuls, but they eventually missed the playoffs altogether and even the play-in tournament. Going into this offseason, the expectation was that the Lakers needed to fix their entire roster, as from outside of LeBron and AD, the fit of everyone else around them was just subpar at best. In addition, a coaching change was in order. To start off the offseason, they actually indeed changed their coach, firing Frank Vogel and bringing in Darvin Ham, who was the assistant coach under Mike Budenholzer in Milwaukee. He was seen as a no-nonsense coach, and he was set to change the way the Lakers approach next season with a commitment on the defensive end and also a change in the way Westbrook plays with both LeBron and Anthony Davis. Despite Coach Ham being insistent that Westbrook will stay on the team and that they're going to figure it out, many reports came out all offseason that the Lakers were looking to trade Westbrook to the Pacers for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, but this never actually ended up happening because the Lakers were unwilling to give up their last remaining 2 first-round picks. Because of this, the Lakers in free agency had to come out and replace their old aging vets with younger players who fit better alongside their stars, and also help them with their shooting woes and lack of defense. These players included Thomas Bryant, Lonnie Walker IV, Damian Jones, Juan Toscano Anderson, Troy Brown Jr., and a vet in Dennis Schroeder. In addition, they also made some trades to better their roster even more. This included a trade for Patrick Beverley, where they sent out Talen Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson. We go into this season with a Lakers starting lineup that could look like Patrick Beverley, Russell Westbrook, LeBron, AD, and Damian Jones with a bench of Dennis Schroeder, Kendrick Nunn, Lonnie Walker, Austin Reeves, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Thomas Bryant. And if we're being honest, I don't understand how anyone can see how these moves help the Lakers enough for people to think that they're actually legit. The players that they did sign this season are better than the old vets that they had last season, just based off talent alone, but they aren't that much better. At best, the Lakers signed average 3-point shooters to surround their Big Three, but to me, that's not enough for them to be that much better. Also, defensively, I don't even know if they improved at all, because this roster is extremely guard heavy, so I'm not sure how Lonnie Walker is going to be able to match up with bigger offensive players. Patrick Beverley was also a good pickup for defense, but again, he isn't the best shooter. To me, their problems on defense and shooting are still there, even if they did get a little bit better. On top of this, AD is still injury prone, LeBron is just getting older, and it seems that he'll just end up missing games at this point of his career because he isn't Superman anymore. And that just leaves Russell Westbrook to carry a team that just doesn't fit around him. I understand the notion of if you have LeBron and AD on your roster, there's always a chance, but this only works if you have a team that fits them, and to me, that isn't the case. It baffles me how the 2020 Lakers team had the blueprint to their success. Run LeBron James at the point, AD at the 5, and have a bunch of shooters and defenders around them. Ever since then, they tried to do everything to not follow that blueprint, whether that was signing Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell, and then eventually adding Westbrook in hopes to lessen the load that LeBron has to take throughout the season. In my opinion, this just doesn't make any sense at all, especially since they had just won the championship with LeBron at the point and AD at the 5. But in addition to this, LeBron actually had his healthiest season playing the point guard position, and he also played one of his lowest career minute seasons at that position as well. All of these moves have just made LeBron play more, because if they want to actually have a chance in winning, he has to play 37 minutes a game, which just isn't sustainable, especially at his age. If the Lakers want to have a better shot, they need to trade Westbrook and the 2 firsts for Hield and Turner. The starting lineup of Beverley, Hield, LeBron, AD, and Miles Turner sounds a whole lot better than what they have now, but the front office is currently fence-sitting to see how Westbrook plays with a new system for him and a different supporting cast, which I think will only lead to an inevitable trade of Westbrook. The flaws of the team are obvious, and it goes outside of just the team. The Lakers front office is awful, and they have not done a good enough job. And I think this is ultimately why the Lakers season is already decided, and they won't be any better than they were last year. Well, those are my thoughts on the Los Angeles Lakers going into this season. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree? If you liked the video, make sure you guys like and sub. And here's a video about my early NBA award predictions going into next season. See you guys next time. Peace out.